We're
Okay,
live.
we're live.
Cool, so this is Prisoner of Azkaban Game Boy Advance. It's a three-way race between me, Mike, and Zinfogel.
Hey, hello guys.
Not really much to say about the game or anything. It's pretty much straightforward. It's just an RPG based on the third year of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's about it.
Not really
There's gonna be it's very heavily RNG based, so I think this is gonna be a fun race. There are some nips, but I'm personally not gonna be doing them. But yeah, very much RNG.
Apparently there's an echo going off. If anyone...
An echo?
Apparently there's an echo on the stream.
Oh wait, is it like the
Okay,
game?
no, it's fine. It's been fixed.
Okay.
Apparently. Cool, that's fine. Cool, so I guess we'll just get started. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Cool, okay. I'll do a countdown from 3 then. So,
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
So yeah, if you guys hear intense mashing, that's because mashing in this game actually saves a lot of time. It's the other day I was doing some tests, and there's a segment in which there are no fights at all, and you save 20 seconds just by mashing, or trying to mash correctly, not being lazy. Yeah, the whole segment after defense against the dark arts.
Or like the hunt for like the lady one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of time actually.
that's crazy. Cool. I got the monster book attacking first, so I've really got bad RNG.
Yeah, I got second. That's a good sign for later.
You can also save a lot of time through menuing because menus in this game can have very little lag, so you can input things very, very quickly.
Yeah. We're also gonna be getting some apparently random chests. That's because they have cards that are gonna help us to do special moves later on, because Harry can use them to do special moves.
Theoretically, you can, if you use RNG manips, well, you don't have to use really any of them at all,
yeah.
but obviously they're not at that point yet.
Yeah,
At all.
not quite.
Cool. So another thing with this game, sorry, if you're casting a spell like Lumos and you pause the game, it ends the spell early, so it just saves a bit of time. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was about to get onto that, but you can cancel a spell so we menu sort of refreshes the state of everything.
Yeah.
And well, the first fight is gonna be one of the hardest fights of the game, actually.
Oh, got into a counter.
Oh dang. Yeah, we kind of want to avoid those random encounters showing in blue in the games, because we don't really need the experience, and it wastes a lot of time to do them.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, I am actually detouring and getting to level 3 because I know that I'm going to get owned by the rats.
Oh.
I want the extra level to
The strats.
survive. I always do this for marathons, like I am not risking the giant rat under any circumstances.
I'm just gonna do a good old save before the fight.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, good luck guys.
Oh no, you crit me. I'm probably dead. Needs to miss. Dang.
You can save anywhere in this game, and for these really RNG heavy boss battles, you preferably want to save before the boss, because you can reload the save instead of having to get warped to the top of the world, in case of that.
One pass to that.
Nice, congrats.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, I just hit. I'm about to hit level 3, so.
Okay, I have another shot here. It's already pretty good when you go first and the rat goes second, because if the other thing happens, you need to wait for a miss or something, or a crit.
Yeah.
You can't really win being second.
Yeah, and the rat, even if you get the battle right with a turn order, the rat can still kill you with high damage rolls.
Yeah.
It's the biggest reset point in runs. Like, you reset that all the time.
Yeah, by far. Okay, I got past it. Second try.
Cool.
Man, that's so bad.
But it should be really easy for me, because I have much more HP than you normally would when grinding this out.
Yeah.
Cool, so at certain points in the game you're given the option of going either with one person in your party or the other person in your party. And for pretty much every single one we just choose the one that's the fastest one. There's nothing that we need to grab out of the way that's in the other paths in any percent. So here I'm taking Hermione because her path is a lot quicker.
Guess what? One of my spells misses, so I would be dead if I didn't do the grinding.
Yeah, that's cool.
Please move out of the way, encounters. Thank you. Yeah, so I believe it is me and Mike on console and then Zin on emulator. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
yeah, that's right. That's right, yeah.
So in this game there are like two ruling forces over your pace. You can either miss your attacks or you can crit attacks. Critting deals double damage, so ideally you grind for crits and no misses, but that is really hard to do on practice. So that's how the runs can fluctuate between us. If we get a lot of misses, we just lose time because we have to recast the spell, so we miss damage and then it's also attack again.
Off to the train we go. Are you guys looking at your splits, or?
I don't have splits open.
Oh, okay.
It's incredibly unlikely I'm going to PB at all, so...
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used them. I'm using them, but I'm kind of regretting it right now.
Yeah, getting 4 crits in the final battle is not going to happen.
I usually get my feelings hurt whenever I have splits open for this game. Something else to note is that events in this game can give you experience, and whenever you level up, it restores your SP and MP to max. So we coordinated the route so that we level up whenever we have events to refresh our health.
Yeah. So this is the easiest fight in the game. It's the spider and the snake. I don't think I've ever lost this fight.
Yeah,
you never know.
Say it too soon.
even if you can't lose it can go pretty bad sometimes.
It's fine. I got a crit on the snake. So I'm fine.
Ooh, that's so good. That's like the best possible thing in that fight. There's no way to make it faster.
In the train you have a split, you can either beat Hermione or Ron. They have to go solo without Harry. And Ron's path is faster because he only has to go through one cabin, and in exchange he gets to defeat a harder boss, quote unquote harder, because it's a couple enemies instead of one. But you can take out the spider with a Wizard Wrecker, which is a special tech. You can only use special techs one per battle, except for Harry. But that cannot miss and deals 26 damage, which is exactly what the spider has in health. So that makes great work of it, and the rest is just beating the snake.
Yeah, and also Hermione's path has like a ton of enemies that are very hard to avoid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous trying to squeeze through those carriages. Cool, so you're going to see the portrait room a lot in this run. We basically use it to travel up and down anytime we need to go to different floors. There's only a few times we use the staircase. And that's mainly because we're forced to. This game has some of the best music in the entire Harry Potter series.
I don't know what they did with the sound design, but the soundtrack is incredible.
Actually, when we had our GDQ hotfix, when we were doing the Harry Potter birthday celebration, pretty much all the music was Prisoner of Azkaban Game Boy Advance music that they played during waiting screens.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's so good. I think there's a YouTube video of a guy that actually got the music from the game files, so it's not compressed. I highly recommend listening to that.
So, real question, should I go for Crab and Goyle Minute?
I don't know.
Have a chance, so you should.
I'm gonna be doing a different strat from that we usually do on runs to be more safe, but it's not a minute. Needless to say.
So, over the last months, StarrlightSims and Miley have been working really hard at developing step manipulation, not step manipulation, but just raw RNG manipulation for this game, because of the fact that you can save anywhere. It means we can sort of control when battles happen, and if you go into the help menu mid-battle, you can have one pop-up, and whenever it drops particles, it happens RNG. So thanks to all of those things, it's possible to RNG manipulate in this game and have really easy boss battles when it's worthwhile.
The issue is that for the later fights, it doesn't sync up well between emulator and console. So there's an issue at the moment to try and get consistent manips for some of the later fights.
Yeah, and for the early fights, unfortunately, it is faster to use like YOLO and try to get that decent fight, because it takes time to set up the manip. You have to save the game in a specific spot and then go from there, like when after loading your save, and that actually costs more time than it saves. The Crab and Goyle fight is probably my least favorite fight in the whole game. It sucks. Not even the rat.
between.
There's nothing like being forced to reset after getting past the ramp.
Yeah.
Well, I got the minute, so I'm just doing the minute.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Just means I don't have to do any risky straps.
So the thing about Crab and Goyle is that they have different stats. Crab is weaker to Verdimilius, where Goyle doesn't have many weaknesses as far as I remember, but we use raw incendio spells just to pop through his health, and Goyle is far more dangerous because he deals almost all damage compared to Crab, and the battle can get out of hand easily, so we just want to kill one of them quickly, and just leave Crab for last because he's a lot easier to handle.
Cool. Okay, that's Karen Goyle beaten.
Uh-oh, I'm having trouble here.
You guys both in the Crab and Goyle fight?
Yeah, I just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through, but it's not looking good. Hermione's down.
Oh dear. That's not good.
I have to be more careful in Harry though. Might be able to do something, but I don't know. I think I need a crit.
This is strange. My Hermione is very overleveled. She's level 5.
Oh wow. That's pretty high.
Shout out to the grinding. So something I never understood about this game is experience, because it just happens randomly. Like sometimes you have more experience when you start the game, sometimes it's less, so it's a little arbitrary in that regard. Anyway, Hermione's specialty is casting buffs. She can do supportive decks. She can buff defense, buff attack. She can also increase the experience you gain after battle to set up health and refreshes. But you can only use once per battle. For this battle, it's recommended to use the defense buff because, like we said, the Crab and Goyle is extremely difficult. They can get out of hand.
With the minute part, you use proper one technique on Harry. So that just makes it go a lot quicker.
Okay, I won, but it was incredibly slow.
Oh, I got a crit on the first monster book. Oh, that's not the right spell.
It's extended RNG manip, dude.
I wish. You'd have to play literally pixel perfectly. And I'm not that good.
Yeah, it's all the fault of being able to move diagonally, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's like not a perfect grid.
I also got another crit at the end of that fight, but it didn't actually save time because I was already low enough to kill it anyway.
RNG manip is very difficult to do because besides the fact that your movement, you have free reign over your movement, and whenever enemies move on the field, they also advance RNG, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah, so if there are random encounters on the field, the RNG advances every frame you're walking across. So
Yeah, it's kind of rough to control.
So for the most part, you can only RNG many bosses, and even then, if it's only worth it.
Yeah, and it's the RNG is like it changes every frame you're in the menu as well. So you have to try and set it up frame perfectly, pretty much. So it's annoying to hit.
Hey, I got the crit too with the Findo. Nice.
Can I go 3 for 3?
Oh, Hermione.
This section is a bit repetitive. We have to collect 5 books in total. Most of them have the same stats, I think. But we increase levels as we go along, and it makes it a little easier. We also coordinate level ups between every book so that we can make the most out of our MP. The books are particularly weak to the Findo, which only Harry has access to, so he's the bulk of our damage on this segment. Great, I missed 2 Incendios, awesome.
Oh, dang.
I love existing.
Something cool about this part of the run is that with Harry, you can just menu really fast to the Findo because you tap left on the spell menu and you're there already, but later on that's going to be kind of annoying to do because you get more spells and the menu changes.
You have to use your muscle memory as the run progresses because you just get more spells.
That's book 3 down.
Now I just finished the second one.
Oh, random encounter.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. Okay,
Oh.
fleed. Cool.
See if I can get the spider webs fast. Nope.
Yeah, no, I got it in like 3 casts.
Yeah. Yeah, so those spider webs, if you stand on a very specific spot, you can get all 4 of them out of the way in one single cast. But it's a weird spot. Sometimes feels like you're doing the same, but you just don't get it.
Yeah. That's not the spot I want, game. My menu is awful since I haven't played this game in ages.
No. Harry Potter 3 is winning. You cannot win this game.
That is so true.
Oh great, I have an enemy on the 4 cobblers. It's really stupid. The only nice part about getting an encounter on this area is that you get to hear the amazing music for outdoor segments.
Oh yeah, that's like the best track in the game. Oh no, I got an encounter too. It was so easy to avoid. What am I doing?
No Defindo misses yet, luckily.
Starlight is in the lead by a couple books. I'm in the back. Mike is finishing the 4th book, something.
4th, yeah. Well, not finishing, but halfway through.
Yeah, I've just defeated the 5th book.
I'm gonna lose a bit of time here because I messed up the things I had to do in the last fight.
Meanwhile, I missed 4 incendios through the entire segment, so yeah, it's great.
I missed one, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I got a crit on the just Tentacular. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
With Defendo as well, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy is also weak to Defendo, like the books. So Defendo is like OP in this part. Jeez.
Ron's down. It's fine, I don't need Ron.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Not if Commander misses. Cool. And I'm out to the forest.
Nice.
This is a surprisingly good run. Not really sure why it's letting me get so much.
Yeah, I feel like mine has been alright too, except maybe for Crab and Goyle, which was pretty slow.
Yeah. I mean, I went for the minute, so I was just sort of... I was lucky to get that first try. Probably not world record pace, Nick, so...
Yeah, that's really... World record is really strong right now.
Like, there'd have to be some crazy minips found to sort of make world record a viable thing to go for. I don't know if anyone wants to try to go for world record. I'm like, it gives me an incentive to come back into this game. Or if anyone wants to come and run New Game Plus, the superior category. Not the right direction, Harry.
Finally, I go to the Tentacular.
I'm just about to enter potions.
Yeah, I'm finishing the Tentacular too, right now.
Are you guys going for Ron or Harry in potions?
Harry.
Same.
You mean when choosing the character at the
Yeah.
start, at the beginning?
Yeah,
Yeah, for Harry.
cool. Because I think there's like a marathon safe version where you go for Ron. Where it has,
Oh,
like, Spotify
I
and stuff.
actually didn't know that.
Yeah, because obviously you'd have Spotify, so you can sort of reduce the damage that the troll does.
Right. I'm just gonna gamble.
I got enough cards for a replenish SP, so I am benching on that.
Oh, that's not right there.
I had the worst tentacle of my life. Hermione died before she got to cast anything, so what I had to do was Grand Pepper up Harry to keep casting Defendo, and I missed the Defendo too.
Dang.
I'm in pain right now, dude.
Yeah, I actually also got a bad split there, but it was my fault because I messed up the turn, what I had to do in each of my turns. Can't blame the game this time. Dang.
Well, I missed the troll minute, so I'm just going to try and fight it normally.
Yeah. Yeah, that fight, it's quite manageable when the troll stays paralyzed for at least one turn. If he goes back to life like immediately, it becomes a lot tougher. Well,
Yeah.
At least I feel like that's the way it goes.
You can only paralyze enemies once per battle, and they can get paralyzed anywhere from 1 to 3 turns.
They can be paralyzed more, but it's incredibly unlikely, actually.
Yeah. I think in the GDQ run, Mylan paralysed the monster book in the library for about 5 turns.
Yeah, it was 5 turns, I remember that.
Cool, so hopefully this should be fine. As long as Hermione doesn't miss. God's sake, Hermione.
Dang.
Hopefully. Okay, cool. Okay, defeated the troll, so that's done.
Nice. I'm starting to fight here.
That warping will be a viable strategy in this dungeon after the boss, but enemies are so bad at killing you here that it's not worth going for.
I didn't even realise you could death warp back to the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just-
can, but you have too much health, and like Sin says, the enemies don't deal that much damage.
Oh, okay. Learn something new every day.
I got a crit, but it was with Incendio. I'm not sure if it was necessary. Okay. There's a rat spleen that looks like a heart for some reason.
So I don't know if anyone actually mentioned it when we were doing it before, but there's different mini games you can play throughout the game, and rather than playing them, you can just sort of quit out of them. So it's good because they're completely random.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Oh, Harry got crit for 136 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
no, I am resetting, that's not happening.
Did you save?
Yeah, I saved it for the battle.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't save, so I would have been dead. That happened to me.
It's annoying because later on you get cards you can use to revive people and stuff, but obviously at this point in the game, you don't really have anything. Well, obviously that depends on RNG as well, so...
Yeah.
Nothing like good old RNG.
So this section that that we're gonna be doing right now is one of the most boring sections of the game. You just kind of walk around doing errands. There's no really any fighting. So this one's the shortest. The shortest one. Later on, there's gonna be an even boring one, even more boring one. It's like 3 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So you do have to try and use the stairs, so there's that.
Yeah, that's probably the most exciting thing. The section.
So after this, even though we just had Defense Against the Dark Arts, we're going to once again go back to Defense Against the Dark Arts because reasons.
Yeah, it's like that was the last class we went to, and for some reason you just have the class again like right away.
And Lupin's also fallen ill in that time. It's not a very well-paced section of the game.
Okay, I got past the river troll.
Nice.
It was real tricky because I couldn't use glaciers since I didn't have MP restoration, so I had to spam incendio instead.
Yeah, that river troll fight is like probably the last risky fight in the run, because later on the end game fights, there's almost always a way to survive even if it goes bad.
Yeah. There's one fight in particular which can be very, very slow, but it's not really dangerous.
Yeah.
So for Defense Against the Dark Arts, we have to go and grab a load of book pages for the librarian. So we're going to be going all the way around the library, just grabbing book pages. There's lots of encounters to try and avoid and not avoid because they're ridiculously impossible to avoid.
Yeah, most of the time you'll get one or two encounters that are like forced because they are right in the way and you can't really go around them.
Didn't get around that one.
Yeah.
Move out of the way. Thank you. Nearly landed on top of the encounter after using a spongy fly tile.
Oh. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Ooh, I almost got away with that. Got the encounter. Also, I don't know if we mentioned it, but escaping from the from the random encounters is not always guaranteed. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you have to take another. You have to advance turn because the game doesn't let you escape.
Yeah, and some sort of in this area of the game it's not too bad, but later on there's one area in particular where you can just get completely obliterated.
Yeah.
Cool, so now we've got the 7th monster book fight in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of those for whatever reason.
The final book fight is pretty much a display of all the party's skills. You get to use Pedrico Sutalus to paralyze the book for a little bit, cast a Spongify to have its damage, so it doesn't hit nearly as hard. Use Harry's Defendo for the most damage output you can get out of it.
I just missed a Defendo, so...
Oh no.
Now it's my time to catch up. Oh yeah.
It's fine, I got Hermione trick instead, so...
I got 2 encounters as well.
Don't worry, I'm still trying to find the fat lady, so you guys are fine.
Ah, stupid help screen. Hey, I got a Defendo crit.
Nice.
Oh, but Ron's dead? What? He didn't do anything. Jesus Christ.
I just missed Defendo again.
This has never happened before.
Yeah, Ron's on 1 HP for me at the moment.
Gonna have to improvise something. What I'm worried about is that I couldn't use Spongify, so that might be...
Oh, right, yeah, it's gonna be risky.
Yeah.
Ron's dead.
The opponent can't move again. Damn. What do I do here?
Okay, I should be fine. At least it gives me more Incendio cast so I can get Incendio Duo earlier. Although I did just miss with mining. This fight is not going well.
I'm getting lucky because I got 3 turn para and then the book missed, so might be able to take him down.
Yeah, I only got 2 turn.
Oh, another Defendo crit, Jesus.
Please die, book.
Dude, and the fight's gonna be faster because I didn't have to take the run's turns.
Okay, I defeated the book. It's cool.
What? I did it too just now. 3 crits in the fight.
I had 2 misses and 1 crit with Hermione.
That was so weird. I've never seen Ron die so early there.
I probably didn't get a level up after the Tentacula.
Oh, there's an encounter right in my way.
I don't know. I can hear you right behind me, Star. I'm like 1 frame ahead or something.
And now Hermione's gonna... No, not... Sorry, Ron's gonna walk through the table during this cutscene for some reason. Okay, I'm leaving the library about now.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Onto the section in the notes that's called plot dump.
Yeah, this section is so irrelevant that it hurts. We are in like 120 pace, something like that.
Oh, okay, cool. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting 111, but you know, I'll settle for 120. I've never actually had a run that's been a 113. I went from 114 to 112, so maybe at some point I'll get a 113. Actually, I might end up falling a bit more behind because I didn't get the card in the Great Hall yet, so I get it later.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Because obviously because I do the manip for Crab and Goyle, so we don't use bludgers.
Right, you don't need them there, yeah.
No.
Don't worry, I feel like I'm just gonna walk the wrong way or something stupid. Like that. So lore-wise, you're supposed to go looking for a law book or something like that to save or to try to see if Buckbeak has a chance of not being killed.
Yeah.
I guess. So it's kind of an irrelevant part of a run for the speed run, but for the lore, I guess it's relevant. I don't know.
Hashtag free Buckbeak.
Yeah. Oh god, got stuck. Oh no, I got an encounter. No, and it's three ahead of me. See, I told you something was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm leaving the library now. I've got the book.
Yeah, God, I fell a bit behind there.
I'm still collecting pages, so you guys have fun there.
That's fine. I'll play a game of Wizard Crackers. It's fine.
I got really trolly encounters in the library. So it's funny because sometimes you get no encounters at all in there.
Yeah. No! Leave the minigame. Well, I popped 2, so... That was fun.
Hey, you promised the wizard crackers.
You said you were going to play.
I was playing before the race, it's fine. I actually have like stupid high scores because I used to play it all the time when I was younger. Cool. I'm heading into Lupin's office at the moment.
I'm going up the portrait to the 3rd floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Nixo, it's not Nixo. Mylan, it's not a proper PB unless you're popping wizard crackers. Can't be a PB without them. I also apparently can't read names.
So coming up in a bit is the shopping list. We visit friend George's store to get chocolate frogs, and these are going to be the bread and butter for the last leg of the speedrun, because for the most part we couldn't employ too many chocolate frogs, because to do a combination you need 3 cars to perform it, and whenever you use a combination it consumes the first couple cars, but the special one for the combo stays intact. So for the entire run we've been collecting special cars, so we have access to 3 car combinations in particular. We want Girdinol, which debuffs, it gives you like a defense buff that cuts enemy damage in half. You also want extra experience, which boosts the experience you get after battle, so we can level up like crazy with it. And among some other things like revive, replenish SP, used to guarantee your survival on late game. So for the shopping list, what you get out of the chocolate frogs is totally random. So it's recommended to do a save before doing that, so you guarantee you have enough card combinations to do the final battles.
Yeah, getting what you need is actually pretty likely. There's very high chances that you get what you need and more even. But yeah, I'm personally gonna save for this one, because if you get really unlucky and you don't get them in the end game, becomes really slow and hard. Yeah.
The strategy is basically liquidating all our assets and spend the rest on chocolate frogs, so you buy like 200 cards, which is in theory enough to cover for everything.
So I'm going to open this chest before I save, because I know I'll just open it each time if I have to reload.
Okay, I'm entering the shop too right now.
Perfect. I got about 7 of each combo, so
Oh shit.
I should be fine.
I'm about to check. Okay. Wait, I didn't see that one. Yeah, I'm flying too.
I'm also going to lose a bit of time because I'm grabbing the pepper up potion in the Great Hall as well. Cool. So coming up here we have maybe the best sound effect in the entire game. It's gonna...
Whoa! that was actually a bad impression, but yeah.
Going to have to go and talk to Hagrid first.
You gotta have the voice acting, dude.
Here we go. In about 5 seconds. There we go.
Oh, I heard it through the microphone.
Yeah, it's so loud too and so out of place. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so Whomping Willow is also weak to Defendo, so Harry has to do the dirty job here.
One of the runs earlier talking about Quidditch escape, and you got a thing with Quidditch here that it never happens, it happens off screen.
Yeah. Yeah, it just happens in the loading screen, that's it.
Oh, for God's sake, Harry. Stop missing. This is a really bad Whomping Willow so far.
So yeah, like Sin said, we use a lot of card combos in this fight. Well, not a lot, but you kind of want to use extra EXP to make your life easier later on. Just gain a bunch of experience from this fight, and gearing all, which increases your defense, makes it a lot easier to survive. I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
Real OG runs didn't get a card combination, so you just had to do all these battles without getting all an extra experience.
Yep.
It was amazing.
That was a fun period. Ah, that's 2 Defender misses.
Okay, I'm finally going to enter the store.
I had an incredible fight. I got like 3 crits, I think, or something.
Wow. Yeah, you better pass that RNG manip, dude.
It was because I made the impression of the sound effect.
Oh, Harry's dead.
Dang.
And I forgot to save, so... Hopefully I can survive this somehow.
So here in the Shrieking Shack, it becomes very important which encounters you get and which. It becomes very important to try to avoid them as much as possible because you can get heavily damaged, and also sometimes you can't escape the encounter, so it can become bad pretty fast.
Yeah. I did level up Incendio in the Whomping Willow fight, so that's something, I guess.
Yeah, you should save a bit later on.
That is a great showcase for how this game behaves. You think you are on good pace, and then you miss 4 times in the same boss, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
So here in this part, you just kind of have to do some puzzles to get to the shrieking check. There's really not much bosses or anything like that.
As a matter of fact, you want to avoid every enemy because besides attacking really hard, they can also paralyze you, which will prevent you from running away.
Yeah. How far into the shrieky track are you?
I am getting the handle thingy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, for the pipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am at the war. Oh, nice. I got a crit. Finally, this is literally my first crit in the entire run.
Oh.
Move out of the way, enemy. Thank you.
Encounters are strong.
I got paralysed, but I managed to flee. So. Cool, I'm heading into the ice skating room.
Yeah, I just left that room.
You can actually escape diagonally, so that allows you to skip portions like you are normally going to do.
This part has always bothered me because after you get these cinemas and stuff, they very easily could have made it so that you just warped outside, but you have to walk all the way back to the Whomping Willow. I guess they put a boss fight there, but still, it's like.
Yeah, well, they could have at least walked you to like outside of the room where you have to do all the puzzles and stuff.
defeated the Whomping Willow. I'm not that far behind.
I'm just about to enter the cutscenes in the Shrieking Shack.
Yeah. Okay, so my health's not terrible here. I still have to get past some more random encounters, but I think I'm just gonna go into the fight like that. Oh no, I was blocked. Shit. Shoot. Okay, that was hard to escape, but I did it. Okay, so in this troll fight, the most important thing is to have a gearing all. That makes it a lot easier. So, I'm gonna try to do that as soon as I can.
Okay, I might die. Please stop.
So I'm gonna have to heal here, because yeah, I'm also at risk of dying. That's what happened. The random encounters just alter the plans so much sometimes.
I need to save.
The best spell we have against this troll is Incendio. But Hermione in this fight levels up Incendio, or even before, maybe sometimes she does in the Whomping Willow. But Incendio Duo is good against this guy. Makes it fast, a little bit faster.
Yeah. Luckily, I got Incendio Duo during the Whomping Willow, so should speed
Yeah,
up this fight.
I just got it now. Yeah.
In this game, you can level up the spells the more you use them. Incendio Duo is not as cost-effective as Incendio. It's like 20 more damage for 14 more MP, but because we don't have replenish MP now with Harry's card combinations, we don't have to be as concerned about our MP.
Yeah. I got a Incendio Duo crit, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Should hopefully save me a bit.
Okay. Had a pretty standard fight.
I'm going to try that one game.
Yeah, that's something cool that you can do when you just take too much damage from the random encounters. You can try death warping in the section, like before the dark section and after exiting the shack. and you gain full health. That's like the advantage of this strat.
Cool, I defeated the troll.
Nice.
This is the one time I'm happy about being paralyzed.
Oh, helps so I actually move.
Oh no, I got blocked. I got 3 random encounters on the way to Lupin.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else.
Okay, so the Lupin fight is kind of a weird fight. If you try to use any spells, regular spells on Lupin, they will only deal 1 damage. So Buckbeak kind of has to carry the fight. He's the only one that can damage him significantly. There is something you can do. You can use car combos with Harry that deal 20 damage to kind of help Buckbeak a little bit. But you can't really speed up the fight that much.
It breaks a lot of conventions. Looping can only target Buckbeak. Conversely, Buckbeak just attacks automatically. And if Buckbeak dies, it's a game over.
Yeah.
So the strat is buffing Buckbeak with proper 1 technique because slashing enemies counts as a Mike spell, evidently. And you also wait it out, heal Buckbeak when necessary. The music is awesome.
Yeah, he can also paralyze Buckbeak. That's why we get a cure for the paralysis, a potion earlier.
Yeah, Hermione is also going to use the Fumos spell in that battle. It's above the increased duration, so hopefully that will help Buckbeak not get hit as much and prevent healing.
Yeah.
That is not the right person with costume, awesome. Well, at least Hermione's safe now from Lupin. Obviously, I'm sorry for anyone watching the stream, the bludgers are very loud compared to everything else.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, I've had Lupin frozen for 3 turns with Crystal so far.
Yeah, it's always nice. So usually you're gonna have to heal Buckbeak at least once, but if you get really lucky and you get a lot of misses from Lupin, you can actually skip that. It's not common though.
Hermione is done supporting the party, she uses Spanish Flipendo because it has the fastest animation out of anything you can cast.
Have you defeated Lupin yet, Mike?
No, I'm about to, but no, not yet.
Cool. I got a crit from a Flipendo, so, you know, saving those turns.
That helps. Okay, I just, he just went down.
Cool. I think I've got like 2 hits left, and then he's down.
Use a video for a stroll.
This shit.
Another thing about...
Cool, okay.
One thing...
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, alright. One thing about he gives an insane amount of experience, like 900 or something, and with extra experience you can go to level 22 for Malfoy. Spoilers, he's the final boss for some reason, and that makes the battle way easier to cast MP, to cast his weakness.
Okay, so Malfoy is weak to Wingardium Leviosa for whatever reason. So that we're gonna be trying to use that.
I mean, to be honest, if someone picked you up and dropped you onto your legs, you'd probably be weak to that too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Also, whoever's on time is coming up fairly soon.
Yeah, once I finish this fight. Okay, I got a crit. Nice.
Oh, crit.
I ran out of MP. Yeah, I ran out of MP, but I'm gonna try to finish it out this way because I got the crit. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Please die, Malfoy.
I skipped the girding all, so I'm sort of risking it a lot.
Oh, damn.
It's not in 5 tricks, cannot die.
Okay. I won with a flip pendo crit. Okay, the time is coming up when I clip. And time.
GG.
Yeah, let's. The last bit was rough.
Well, my time's coming up in about 2 seconds. And time. That was a surprisingly close race.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. It's the game. It's the game, it's the game.
But sub 120 is pretty good for a marathon.
Yeah.
That's very good for this game. I got a sub 120 in practice yesterday, but this game just wrecked me.
Yeah, so what happened at the end on my side, I got to Wingardium Leviosa crits, but I didn't have Pepper Up potions, so if I wanted more MP on Hermione, I would have had to use a special move, Replenish MP. But it has a really slow animation, so I just tried to kill first with Incendio, then with Flipendo. I think it didn't work out well. I think it would have been a bit faster to just use the car combo, but it's hard to calculate the hits left.
I had Malfoy frozen for about 3 turns, so I decided to just sort of skip the girding, and hopefully he wouldn't hit me enough times.
Yeah, that's something you can also do in Whomping Willow sometimes. You get like the super lucky 4 or 5 turn paralyzed. You can skip girding all sometimes. Yeah.
He's now waiting for Buckbeak to do his part and defeat Lapin. Having Harry pitching where possible.
I'm looking at the stream, and it was 118.58 and 119.20 for a star. Pretty close.
For a game with this much RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually like my third or fourth best time ever for me.
I'm not even sure what that is for me. I'm trying to think. So 112 and 14. Maybe like 4th best, I think. 5th best, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't tend to finish runs that are on PB pace normally, so... Which is a really bad mentality for a speedrunner, but... It's fine.
Yeah, it's just for this game, if you use your car combos and you don't win the fight anyways, it's like it's not really worth it continuing, because you're not even gonna do the fights like you usually do them, so it's not even practice.
Yeah, especially at like a super top level when you're going for like a 114 or lower. There's no point in sort of trying to make it work, because it won't work, because this game doesn't want you to get through.
Yeah. Okay, Sin is about to go to Malfoy here.
On this split, if you take the Harry pad, you have to go through a terrible room that has flamethrowers that insta-kill you. Hermione is just way faster.
Yeah. Hermione's is basically they forgot you could move diagonally on ice. Pretty much.
Why must I suffer? Why must I suffer? Okay.
That encounter is really troll when it's there, because it's hard to avoid. It's just in the middle, and there's nothing you can do sometimes.
well, I can go back in and play the game again.
New Game Plus run, let's go.
Yeah, we'll go behind by an hour on the schedule, it's fine. What level would we start? Level 24 for a New Game Plus run. So that was actually 9 minutes slower in-game than my world record run, for some reason. Even though it's only 7 minutes slower in real time.
Yeah, the in-game timer is kind of wonky. I don't really understand what it does sometimes.
And my New Game Plus file is 60 hours and 32 minutes.
Let me look at my in-game time just for funsies to see. Oh, jeez.
I don't know if you saw Mylin, but I actually went for both the Crab and Goyle RNG minute and the Troll one. And I got 1 out of 2, which isn't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You got one just to show it off.
Yeah.
My in-game time was 1:16.
Oh, okay, so I win, I guess? So I got 1:14?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Even though I reset the game twice, that's...
Ooh, dual crit on Malfoy.
Ooh.
It's underestimate, Pop-Charm.
Has there ever been a run of this that's finished underestimate a Potterthon?
Three crates. Nice.
The game owes you more than that, though.
And that's time for me. GG, my friends.
GG.
Yeah, good race.
Definitely shows off how brutal RNG can be in this game.
Alright.
Does anyone want to say anything before we sign off?
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. No offense.
I mean, I think deep inside our hearts, we love this game, so we just tolerate it.
This is definitely my favourite Harry Potter game.
For sure.
Also the first one I ran ever. So it holds a place in my heart as a good game. Yeah, up next I think is All Crests. Possibly. Let's check. Yep, it's an All Crests race.
Stay tuned.